Houston Astros go back-to-back in the 10th.
I'm Darwin Zook with the MLB.com FastCast. The nation's capital, Washington, D.C., hosted the 89th MLB All-Star Game presented by Mastercard. And a day after the Home Run Derby, Astros' Alex Bregman and George Springer went back-to-back in the 10th inning as a record 10 All-Star Game homers were hit, shattering the old record of 6 that had been done 4 times before. For starting pitchers, it was a little deja vu as Chris Sale of the AL went opposite hometown guy Max Scherzer for the 2nd straight year, the first time that's happened since 1940. Alex Bregman's 10th inning heroics earned him the Ted Williams All-Star Game MVP award presented by Chevrolet, as his home run proved to be the catalyst for an 8-6 AL victory over the National League. It was the 6th straight win for the AL in the Midsummer Classic.
My grandfather was the general counsel for the Washington Senators, and my dad grew up on Ted Williams' lap. So seeing Ted Williams, most valuable player on this trophy, is pretty special. He showed me a picture of Ted Williams and him. I don't know, how old were you? Like 5 years old? 5 years old, and Ted signed it for him.
On a record-setting night, the American League outslugged the National League, beginning with Aaron Judge in the 1st inning, who became the first Yankee to go yard since Jason Giambi in 2003. Mike Trout hit his 2nd homer in an All-Star game, the last time being back in 2015. Trout joined Hall of Famers Joe Morgan and Willie Mays as the only players with a hit in each of their first 6 All-Star games. Bregman and Springer's back-to-back homers were the 6th time that's been done in All-Star game history.
I think you know, some of the unknown things about our players that we get to see behind. You guys get to see it when you're in the clubhouses. We get to see it every day. There's a ton of personality in our game, and sometimes our sport gets a little bit, you know, of a side swipe at us that we're this boring sport that methodically goes through the games, and yet if you see them. If you allow players to be themselves, you allow them to showcase themselves. This is the biggest showcase event, you know, especially since the game competition side of it hasn't mattered for a few years.
And with rumors of Manny Machado to the Dodgers swirling for much of the day on All-Star Tuesday, MLB Network insider Ken Rosenthal reported shortly after interviewing Machado in the AL dugout during the game that the Machado trade to the Dodgers is happening. In return for the superstar shortstop, the Orioles will receive a package that includes Dodgers number 4 prospect and the number 84 overall prospect, shortstop Yusniel Diaz. According to Rosenthal, the details of the trade beyond Diaz are still unknown. Machado will be a free agent after this season, but even if he ends up a half-season rental for the Dodgers, he could be a huge difference maker in the NL West race. For more on these stories and complete All-Star Game coverage, keep it locked in to MLB.com. It's baseball everywhere.